my little boy Daniel was 7 years old when he was shot to death in his classroom at Sandy Hook Elementary on December 14th, 2012. And that has redefined my life and the life of my family from now on. And we hope that this film, people will first of all, not be afraid to tune in on Monday night and watch Newtown on PBS and learn a little bit about who my Daniel was. He doesn't have his life now to share himself with the world, so people have to learn about him this way, and I hope that they do that. And then in a broader sense, the work that Kim has done with this documentary is to really shed light on what happened and allow the viewers a very personal, firsthand perspective on the impact and the devastation of what happened to us, and how we were able to move forward from that, and how our community plays such a vital role in that, both from feeling the impact and then from helping us and supporting us as we move forward from this. And then again, I hope that the viewer takes from this the sense of responsibility and the sense of empowerment that what happened in Newtown to my little Daniel and what continues to happen across our country is preventable, and that there are ways that we can work together to prevent this from happening again.
Honestly, it was a slow, long process. We made the film, my producer and I, over 3.5 years. A lot of off-camera conversations, a lot of time exploring why this story was important to tell in a different long-form way with public television. And really, honestly, that there truly was no prescribed agenda. This was simply to, if there was an agenda, it was to break through this desensitization that we felt was, invariably happening in the country, and to take some time to really look at the aftermath for an entire community and the fallout of gun violence, so that we don't become numb. We can't afford to become numb. And I do fear that's what's happening with the numbers in our country. Well, one of the things that we're working to do with the film, because it does lift up voices in any town, including law enforcement and teachers and doctors and priests, along with families. And we really hope that on a grassroots level, local level, state by state, people can start to make their voices heard and have a conversation and find middle ground about whatever needs to happen to address this, not as a polarized political issue, but as a public health issue. So we have hope in that. And, of course, I do advocate for policy changes and let people's voices be heard. This is about the safety of our children and all those around us.
Well, there are some glimpses of Daniel in his life in video in the film, which is both a treasure and very difficult for me to watch. But I hope they connect with my little Daniel and for the person that he was, and take a sense of his extraordinary compassion from this, and maybe bring that into your own life and think about how you can prevent another family from living through the pain that my family is living from or with, and know that you can do something about this. You can have conversations in your community about how you can address this issue and make sure that this doesn't happen again. We know that the killer of my son at Sandy Hook had been planning this for over a year and had been giving off signs and signals for years before that. If we can train people how to recognize those signs and signals and know those signs, we can intervene and get somebody help before it turns into a tragedy.